Let me ask you a question. What is luxury? Is it the price? Is it craftsmanship? Is it exclusivity? Or is it something much more subtle? During my years working with Louis Vuitton in China, I experienced a moment that completely changed the way I think about service, about luxury, and hospitality. And the surprising thing is, it didn't happen during one of these extraordinary events or kind of fashion shows that I had the chance to go in Paris. It did not happen in an important client event. It happened on a normal day with a normal guest. And what I witnessed revealed the real DNA of luxury. When most people think about luxury retail, they imagine something very obvious. The beautiful stores, the expensive products, the VIP customers, the champagne. And of course, these things, they do exist, they're there. But the real test of luxury is something else entirely different. What happens when nobody is watching? What happens when the client is not famous? What happens when the purchase is actually small? Because true luxury does not appear only for important clients. The luxury appears for everyone. And everyone has their own interpretation of what luxury is. One day, I came to a store, actually in Shanghai, at Plaza 66. I was observing quietly inside the store, and a young client walked in. Not dressed in luxury brands, not someone who looked like a typical high-end customer. Actually, many brands would make a silent assumption. Maybe this person is just browsing, or maybe they don't want to buy, or maybe they're not that important anyway. But the advisor at that store that day treated this guest exactly the same as they would treat their top VIC clients. A warm welcome, that attention, that humbleness, that curiosity, that respect. And after some time, the guest decided to purchase a small leather item. Not the most expensive product in the store, but something interesting happened and something that really moved me. The advisor did not rush the transaction. Instead, the moment became a ritual. The way they presented the product was done slowly and with care. The box was prepared carefully, the ribbon tied perfectly. Every gesture was deliberate, almost ceremonial. There was a pause, eye contact, a sense that the object that this person or this associate was selling really mattered. And suddenly, the purchase was no longer just a transaction. It became a moment. It became a memory. And I realized something super powerful. Luxury is not about selling expensive things. Luxury is about making people feel that what they just experienced matters. And that is luxury to me. This moment changed how I think about hospitality, because the advisor could have taken a shortcut. The product was small, the client unknown. Nobody would have complained. But excellent is not something we perform when it is convenient. Excellent is something we perform because it is who we are. And that advisor was not following a rule. They were expressing a culture where every guest deserves dignity. Every moment deserves care. Every interaction deserves intention. Now, think about hospitality. How many times does this happen in hotels or in restaurants? A guest ordering a simple dish. A traveler arriving late at night. Someone who does not look like a VIP. Do we treat them differently? Even slightly? Because here's the truth. Guests notice. They know that. They feel that. They always notice. And the brands that win are, on the long run, are the ones that treat every guest like they are the most important person in the room. Not sometime, not a few times, every time, every time, every time. So here's the real definition of luxury. So what is luxury? Luxury is attention. Luxury is intention. Luxury is care that goes beyond necessity. It is the difference between doing something correctly and doing something beautifully. That is why the luxury brands obsess over rituals, because rituals slow down time. It slows down the time. And when the time slows down, people feel valued. They feel cared for. This is also at the art of over-delivering philosophy. Not doing what is expected, doing more. Not because the client demands it, but because excellence demands it. The best team in the world understands something simple. Guests may forget what they bought, but they will never, ever, ever forget how you made them feel. But what if hospitality did not just feel special? What if it felt theatrical? What if restaurants, hotels, beautiful stores, and experiences were designed like a stage, where every gesture, every movement, every interaction is part of a story? This is the next episode. We will explore a powerful idea. Hospitality is not service. Hospitality is theater.